Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back to my Meek Life. And we are not in the trap.
Man, I been a real deal, yeah. I ain't worried about these hoes, tryna touch a million. Man, I'ma pop my shit, don't give a fuck how they feel, yeah. Baby, you know you the baddest, girl, fuck your ex, nigga, I'm the real one. Baby, you know you a savage, yeah, she don't fuck around, she a real one.
Yes, baby, you are in my Meek Life, multiple income, no motherfucking kids. That's not period, but I do have a dog. I do have a dog. So I'm a Meek wife. Multiple income, no kids with a dog. Okay, and my name is Brushin Keisha. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, baby, I'm that girl. Okay? I ain't new to this shit, I'm true to this shit. I hope that if this not this video, another video will invite you to stay, subscribe, and join the vibes, baby, okay? Before I get into this video, I do want to say, y'all, I'm so sorry. This is supposed to be a Sunday vlog video. However, the video is going to be late because I recorded the video early. I recorded this entire video earlier, like 40 minutes long. Excuse the sirens. They're getting farther away. I have a full video, 40 minutes long, and there is absolutely no sound. I feel like a lot of things happen for a reason, so I'm just gonna assume that it happened because I didn't have the proper notes for the video. I don't miss anything so that y'all will understand 100% how the plan worked. This video will be part one of my series, my 3-part series, Trapping and Trajectory, just so y'all can kind of get an insight of the journey that I went on, how I got on this journey, how did I get here, me doing it alone, what gave me the motivation, and honestly, I hope to motivate any woman out there who wants to do the same thing. I don't care if you're younger than me, I don't care if you're older than me. If you have a destiny, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have something that you genuinely want to do, watch this video and I promise you, I can give you the understanding of what is necessary for you to get to that point of your life, okay? Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe and like this video. Let everybody know to subscribe to Brushin Keisha because, baby, I'm the one and only. I promise you there's no two. Why would you not want to come to the one and only? Yeah, right hand up. I just want to say everything that I say is 100% the truth, nothing but the truth. I have no reason to lie. It's just me and my life alone. I'm not trying to please anybody. This is just my story. This is my experiences. And if you're bothered by it, I don't give a fuck. Please don't come over here saying nothing to me because I ain't got nothing to say about it. I have my notes. I ain't going to be looking on them the whole time. But I'm going to be kind of going back and forth to just make sure I'm on track and that I'm not just talking too much all over the video. This is not something I just suddenly did. I had a full plan. I had a full plan that started a whole 10 to almost 15 years ago. And it matters. All of it matters so that y'all could understand. I am 27 years old. I graduated high school May 2015, right? When I graduated high school, literally a week after I graduated high school, I was gone. I was in a whole nother state, not another city. I was in a whole nother state. The goal was for me to go out of town to another state to go to school. My entire goal was to go to school for broadcast and journalism. That was my plan. On the outside of the plan being made amongst others of me moving, I had came up with my own plan because it was a big thing that they wanted me to get out of the house. In the moment, I kind of understood what was happening, but I didn't understand what was happening. I just felt like I was being supported. All in all, we really had to get down to the root to understand the whole meaning of every man for themselves. I ended up going to Atlanta. And not gonna cap, I loved it. I loved everything about Atlanta. Did I want to come back home? No, I never wanted to come back home. That was never the plan. However, when I went to Atlanta, I had been in Atlanta at least a whole year and a half. I hadn't went to school, neither had I got a job. The only reason I was making money in Atlanta is because I had a dance coach that I had from back home who had moved up there to be a dancer. She had actually started elevating life and she had a job being a dancer in Atlanta. She needed her hair done and she knew others who needed her hair done, so I started making a little money that way. Prior to me moving away from home, I was already doing hair in high school, before high school. That's another story for another day. I started making a little money up there doing that. That little money still was not making a way for a fresh 18-year-old who's trying to find their way. That shit couldn't did nothing for me, freshly in Atlanta, not being from there, not knowing nobody, having no connection. The people that I moved with, we're not even the same type of people. So their world and my world was completely different. There was no way that I was going to be able to get in touch with the world that I was trying to do. On top of that, I was sent to my destination in a whole nother state with no birth certificate, no ID, no social security card, absolutely nothing to do anything to even start a successful life. I was constantly calling, constantly texting, constantly asking, when are you gonna send my information? When am I gonna get my information? The caretaker I had at the time, they was doing the same thing. Where's the information? Where's the information? Oh, it's getting sent. Oh, they gonna send it now. Never got the information. I actually realized every man is really for themselves. Understand this, I moved back for 2 reasons. But the main reason why I had to fall through with the second one was okay because I had to fall through with plan B from my original plan, which was being in Atlanta, creating a life for myself. Once I realized that I was not gonna get the information for me to get by, I had to figure out what I was gonna do quick. I was not finna just become somebody else's responsibility for the hell of it because somebody can't help me do what I need to do, what's necessary. I had to figure out another motherfucking plan to get by. I literally had to sit down and think about my entire plan before I actually took heed in the plan. I didn't let nobody know what I was doing. Absolutely nobody. Nobody knew what I was doing at all. So my plan was, okay, you can do hair really good. You already got clientele back home. You're gonna go home. You're gonna get you a job. You're gonna do you some hair. You're gonna make you some money because you don't want to leave. It's already embarrassing that you left that fast and you already gotta come back home. It ain't even been a whole 2 fucking years and you already gotta come home. We gotta figure out a way to make this shit happen. So my goal was to come home, get all my documents that I needed to get me a job, continue to do hair, and get my ass back the fuck up out of my hometown. That was my plan from the beginning to the end. That's all I wanted to do. There was never no in-betweens. From that year, that was my plan, and I made it happen. I started staying with my big mama, and I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. I was doing hair. I immediately got me a job. I was working a traveling job. Like, I wouldn't even have no little piss poo paw ass jobs, bitch. I was working real deal grown woman jobs at the age of 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. I had already did that job shit, and I had already knew it wasn't for me. I already was given the opportunity to see life in so many different views till I was gonna pick and choose what I was gonna do anyway. So 2017 come, and I'd have been home a little minute. I think like a year, not a year, probably about some months now, close to a year. And me and my 2 best friends, we moved into this neighborhood called Glen Oaks. It's a 3-2. We move over there, you know, happy as fuck. You know, I'm a daycare teacher now. Life is going pretty freaking good. Like, I ain't got nothing to complain about. You feel me? My life is amazing. And so I thought, this has been the most depressed I've ever been in my life. Like, between love lives and figuring myself out and still having this same goal of going back home, but I'm realizing, damn, it don't work like that. I'm just going with the motion at this point, but I'm still trying to be grateful because I still have my 2 best friends. We done got this nice ass apartment. Like, life's good. We get to the end of 2017. I lose somebody who's very close to me. October 10, 2017, I lose the only person in my life that I felt like had all the answers for me. When he came in my life, I felt like I was able to actually be a little bit more smarter with my moves. I had somebody to give me real feedback for real. Like, I had somebody to really tell me how to maneuver certain shit for real. And I feel like I was that same person in life. I feel like if they was here to vouch for it, they would agree. That's another story for another day. Love you always, boo. In the same midst of this, I started doing YouTube. I started creating content on YouTube, and when I started creating content on YouTube, I was creating it with 3 people. Me and my 2 best friends. Big brother, which is me, on my hand, and then little brother. We was all creating content. Long story short, it was just 2 of us. It's me and my official best friend from that beginning time I came back home all the way to the end of this story. Me and that best friend, we ended up getting another apartment, which is in the complex that I just moved from. December 31st, or I'm gonna say January. January 1st, 2018, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Till now, I stayed in that apartment complex. I had 2 apartments out there in that complex. raunchy fact. I really did not want to move over there. I cried like a fucking baby when I first had to move over there. But because one of the friends that I had, we were no longer friends, we had to move in something smaller. It was impossible for us to live in something that was in that price range with it just been two of us, and she had kids. You feel me? When we got put in that situation, my motive was the motive I had for both of us, for everybody in this thing. I felt like I had a motive again. Even though we was going to another neighborhood that I didn't want to go to, there was a motive again. We were still moving, and we weren't going to be in a situation where the bills were way more higher than what they originally was. So my motive was, we're going to stack any way we got to so we can get the fuck from around here. Not just from this neighborhood, but from our city, period. That was my motive then. That was my motive before that. Clearly, that was my motive now. So I had made a schedule. I had made schedules. I had made like goals. I had did all types of stuff. Hold on. I always got proof because I'm a journaler. I'm literally a serial journaler. This is my journal. It says it says Crew Life 102. This is the very first journal I bought in 2017, 2018 in order to support that YouTube channel. I had this color, she had red. What I didn't realize though, this same notebook that I was writing in to plan for our future, to plan for this YouTube, to plan for everyone else, I was starting a spiritual journey. The very first page, I opened it. It was just a random day. I just opened a notebook and I looked in it. The very first page said prayers of motivation. Self-prayer, Proverbs 16:3. Commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established. And then I did my own prayer. My magnificent Father, thank you for seeing the best in me. Thank you for loving me when I didn't love myself. Help me to always love the person you have created me to be and not who others want to see. Allow me to continue to understand no one's judgment matters but yours. When I am down, allow me to never be afraid of your help. Prepare me in all ways in order to keep my mind at peace as well as my heart and soul. The next one is a prayer for family and friends. The next one is curing of generational curses. The next one is prayer for career. Prayer for career, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, but plans to give you hope and future. I said, Father God, I come to you speaking on my career. Allow me to be aimful of the career path you have for me, which dreams you have achieved. Jeremiah 29:11. The first time I was ever given that scripture was in my very first pageant. They gave us a paper that we had to study and memorize for our speech for when we, coming on stage and we present who we are. The scripture they gave me was Jeremiah 29:11. Keep going. Prayer for finances. Prayer for guidance. They keep going. Prayer for humbleness. But I never realized. This page right here, the date says 12/31/17. Yeah. End up making the motive our motive. But I was starting a spiritual journey without acknowledgement that I was starting a spiritual journey. In this season of everything that was happening then, I felt like our lives were so aligned. Speaking of me and my best friend, I felt like our lives were so aligned to the point where I felt like I had to include her in every single thing. I felt like my motive became to make sure that we were straight. To not only make sure I was straight, but to make sure we were straight. You feel me? Her children were straight. Like, and can't nobody that does not know me not know that's who I am as a person. I never say I'm gonna elevate without including those around me. You feel me? I always want to bring those around me, and I feel like that's what we all fuck up. We all think and believe that we gonna take the people who was always there with us when listen, that's something different to talk about. By my birthday, April 2018, we were both in relationships. Both of us. We were both taken. Not only was we taken, but we were taken by best friends, niggas who grew up together. So of course we really think we doing some shit. We date best friends and we're best friends. Like, come on, let's be fucking for real. This shit not about, we not gonna get into that though, because this video is not solely about the relationship that I was in. It's not about relationships, period. We're gonna say that for our celibacy journey video. But long story short to that, I did 5 years in a relationship. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So when I finally left, I literally left the day before New Year's. I called it a quit. 1 year to fall in love, 1 year to start a new purpose, 1 year to make red flags pink flag, 1 year to completely live for someone else, and the final year to realize and understand the motive was no longer about you but everyone else, not just your relationship but everyone else around you. By 2023, I was so far in my spiritual journey though that I couldn't. No matter what I did, no matter how I wanted to stay, I couldn't stay no more. Like, no matter what I would have kept doing to make it work or tried to make it work, it wasn't gonna work. By this time, I had realized, baby, you've been repeating the same cycle for the last 5 years. You'd have been stuck in a place you ain't even want to be stuck in for 5 years. Now it's 7. So one day I woke up and said, you know what? I'm going celibate. I'm going celibate. I'm going celibate. 2023, after I left that relationship. Mind you, all this shit happened at the beginning of 2023. When I left this relationship, I went celibate. In the midst of that though, I started working on my non-negotiables, my morals, my boundaries. And I just did not have the tolerance for anything anymore. Like, the moment I started actually putting myself in a position to fix those things or to really align my self-worth with those things, I didn't have the tolerance for nothing. Everything started exposing itself. I didn't have to do any looking. I didn't have to do any wondering. Even the people that was in my life will tell you, when I joined this spiritual journey, everything was aligning so differently for me. I knew when somebody's going to stop being out of my life. Everything was so clairvoyant for me. My discernment was so goddamn thick. I knew that I had walked out of a place that I could no longer be in no more because I had got so wise within the strength of myself and the universe around me, the world around me. Only person when I went ghost, only person I had in my circle left was my best friend. Literally, like, I cut off everybody around me, and even with me still having her on my side, I still felt like something was not right. You feel me? So going into 2024, I told my best friend, you know, I had already been telling her about this celibacy journey. I wanted her to join it with me. Why I wanted her to join with me? Because let's rewind back. Remember I told y'all that I felt like we had already was in full alignment with each other. We literally had been walking so much of a path together till you would literally think that if one person didn't do it right, the other one didn't do it right, it was not going to work. We had to be on the same path in order for it to work. Like, not even on no weird ass obsessive shit, but it was just literally, that's how our life was literally cut out to be. So I'm thinking, okay, bitch, like I said, I didn't want to leave nobody behind either. We finna really level up on this shit. Like, we finna really do our fucking one. Like, we really finna make this shit happen for ourselves, for the children. We finna really do it for real. She agreed, you feel me? She agreed to do the shit or whatever, you know. But again, I'm so deep in my own life, I'm not monitoring what nobody got going on. But I feel like people play with shit like that. People play with shit like celibacy and stuff so fucking much till nobody knows the capabilities that really come behind really putting yourself down. Still felt stagnant for a minute. So I sat back and I thought, I really thought about the shit. Like, everything that's happening in my life, how did I even get here? How did it take me so long? How did I get in these relationships? How did I create these friendships? What is the glue to these situations that I have? And y'all, when I tell y'all, it literally took me back to day one. I started thinking about how everything started connecting, how everything started being together. And I immediately realized none of it was built on let's be friends. It was built on this happened, that happened, X, Y, and Z. You feel me? And I'm there to be the confidant in whatever going on with you. You feel me? And because I enabled so much of so many situations with people because I loved them and I seen the potential in them, I was blinded by who they were to me in my life. And it made me realize that this whole situation that I was in this cycle that I kept repeating, it wasn't nobody's fault but my own, because I was expecting my dreams to be the reality of everybody else's dreams. When I was saying I wanted to do this or I wanted to do that, people were saying they wanted to do it only because they was agreeing with me in the moment. We was just in the moment. Not because it was your dream too or it was your goal too. And I took that into consideration. I actually started moving with that mindset where I started really plotting and really making my shit come to life for real. I started realizing motherfuckers never did consider me. I never was considered. And on top of me feeling like that, I literally took the initiative to ghost everybody. I ghosted everybody. And I didn't ghost everybody for the simple fact of, oh bitch, I'm finna shit on you, so let me fall back. I ghosted everybody to see how much I was really considered. I wasn't considered. Literally, even when I wanted to hold on to something, every time I would go and grab for the situation, I would try to pull myself back into the situation, to the person. Guess what happened? Some shit had happened to where I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it. So once that happened, I literally started journaling everything. I got to the place where once I realized everything around me was gone, I got back to myself. And when I got back to myself, I remember what my motive was from the jump. My motive was never to be here doing hair full time for 7 years. My motive was never to be in my own city this long. But because I lived every year that I stayed in my hometown finding a way to help somebody else through their paths, it kept mine like this. But it didn't keep going, it was just stuck. I still had the right vision, but I was stuck. I was stuck simply because I was over here. I wanted you to be okay. I wanted you to be okay. I wanted you to be okay, because at the end of the day, I was always okay. No matter what situation I was in, I was always okay. I just wanted my situation to elevate. I just wanted to be better. I just wanted to be closer to what I genuinely desired. Once I realized nobody was around me no more and I was just literally all by myself, I started fasting. The first 3 days of every month. The first 3 days of every month. My birthday on the 3rd day. I take very much pride in that. My favorite number is 3 also. 3, you know, Father God and the Holy Spirit is also allowed 3. All good things come in 3. Bad things come in 3. 3 is just a really powerful number in so many different reasons, so many different ways. So the first 3 days I fast. I switch up. Sometimes I fast from everything. Some days I fast from certain stuff. In the midst of that fast, I always write a letter to God. And every letter that I wrote to God, it was me elevating closer and closer to what I genuinely was desiring in my life, right? I wouldn't reread the letters, but I would mentally take a note of what's going on in my life so that I could write it in the next letter. I had already set my intention. I had already did all that. My vision was just clear again. I wanted to make it happen. So I started making it happen. Let's talk about how we got to the destination that we had. I originally started this journey with 2 options. My first 2 options was ATL and Jacksonville. I didn't want to go to ATL because I feel like they didn't have what I was serving my purpose for at the moment. I didn't want to go to Jacksonville because I feel like that was just too convenient for home. It's 2 hours away. That's too close to home. In September 2023, I applied to go back to school. I never thought I was going back to school, but one day I said, you know what, let's take this shit seriously. Let's get a degree in our belt just to say we did it. So I decided to go back to school, and to test my luck and to test my abilities, I decided to go to a school that you had to do an interview to get accepted into. My very first interview, I was supposed to do 2 interviews. My very first interview, I got accepted into the school. That meant so much to me. I'm still in school. I start back school tomorrow, actually. Started online because, of course, I was a full-time hairstylist, and I couldn't just up and leave my clients. Like, this place wasn't really on my mind like that to move there. So October came of 2023, which is the next month, and I decided to go up to the school. The school is located in Winter Park, Florida. Winter Park, Florida is like 20 to 30 minutes outside of Orlando. I fell in love. Like, I fell in love with the school. I fell in love with the scenery. I fell in love with the space. Mind you, I've been here so many times. I don't know why it just didn't dawn on me like, oh my God. But it really settled in on me like, oh my God, I love this so much. Like, what? Like, I never want to leave. I had said to my circle, because again, I had already been plotting with them, like, you know, we're gonna move. So I had already said to my circle, what y'all think about Orlando? What y'all feel about moving to Orlando? Y'all think that'd be a good place? Everybody like, yeah, you know, that's the vibe. But in my head, I mean this shit. I mean this. I never wanted people to genuinely think that I was just playing. Like, I always meant what the fuck I was saying. I wasn't just saying I wanted to move, just say I wanted to move. November came, and we went back to Orlando for the classic and my sister's birthday. My sister's birthday always fall around the classic, so we went back. And this time we went with a whole bunch of other people, but I'll never forget, we was in the car and I was driving. We was listening to Living It Up by NBA Youngboy. And I got so fucking sad out of nowhere, and I was like, damn, I don't want to leave. Like, damn, I really don't want to leave. Like, I don't want to go home. Like, I was so sad that I had to go home. So mind you, that's 2023. We had the end finna go into 2024. Going into 2024, I had already been telling everybody around me, I am not going into 2025 in my hometown. I will not be making a new year into my hometown. I said that shit from the jump, and I meant that shit from the fucking jump. Like, anything I say, I be meaning that shit with everything in my motherfucking power, y'all. I be meaning it. I be meaning it. Okay. No, that's just not a plan. And boom, that's when everything that started happening in 2024 started happening. Remember my homie, I told y'all that passed 10/10/17. His death anniversary came up for October 10, 2024. It came up. Every year I go through our messages, but this particular time I scrolled up way more further than I used to, and I was like, I can't wait to move from around here again. Like, I can't wait to leave. So he was like, don't leave me. Oh, you planning on moving? Don't leave me. Where you planning on going? And I said that I was going back to ATL. He said, no, why you won't go to Temple or Orlando or something like that? So I stopped. I said, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. It's set in stone and it's no other way around it. I sat on it. November 1st, I ordered my bed and I ordered my TV stand. The same bed and TV stand I have in my room right now. I ordered it. I placed the order. I think the bed came on the 5th. The stand came on the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. And I set it in my living room and kept it in my living room the entire time. The entire time. I never moved it. I just set them in the corner. People always say, what is that? Oh, it's the bed. You got a new bed? Yeah, for me when I get ready to move. I was telling people what the fuck it was for. Yeah, I'm moving. I had got approved. I haven't applied for an apartment or nothing. But I know how manifestation works and I know how to do this shit. I bought that bed and the TV stand. That was my motivation. So now I'm back on track. Everything has now became about me again. Thanksgiving, I applied for my very first apartment in Orlando. The apartment I applied for, God, thank you. Thank you so much for covering me. The apartment I applied for, they tried to play with me a little bit or whatever. And they was telling me, I paid my money or whatever. They told me they was going to put me in a holding unit until I had this one more document for them or whatever. Mind you, I already know I got everything that I motherfucking needed to get this apartment. But I thought that was God saving me. December came around. I finally applied for another apartment. The apartment that I applied for second was the apartment that I had already originally found. When I was looking for the apartments in between all this stuff, I had already originally seen this one before I seen any other apartment. Like, yeah, it already came to me, and I left it in my favorites on Zillow the entire time. But I kept looking. I kept going all around it. I was in Altamonte. I was in Winter Park. I was in Winter Garden. I was in everywhere. Kissimmee, everywhere but Orlando. So I thought about it again. I'm like, damn, you keep trying to do everything but Orlando, but it's like that's where you're supposed to be. Like, we already got this stone that is Orlando, Florida, not nowhere else around, not no other shit. Like, the original one that I went ahead and applied for it. Y'all, when I tell you, that was the series of learning how to be a huge advocate for myself and understanding to use your motherfucking voice. And God gave you the voice and the strength to talk the way you do, because it helps you get into places and the doors that you want to. I had to be my own strength through this entire motherfucking situation. Anytime somebody asked me when I was moving, I would say the 15th, the 16th, the 18th. I was just throwing dates out there. But my entire time, my lease is up October 31st. I literally said I wanted to be gone the day of October 31st. I want to be walking into my new apartment dead on January 1st. I literally wanted at least 10 minutes in between. My whole goal was to leave the 31st and walk into my new apartment on the 1st. My whole motive of this part of the video was just to explain how long it took for me to get where I genuinely wanted to go. But it did happen overnight. You feel me? It did. So always have hope. And whatever you want, man, always keep your eye on your prize. Always know that whatever you want in your life, you ain't gonna be able to take everybody. I do appreciate, you know, the times that we had in life. But, you know, people grow. Things happen, things change. And I've genuinely grown past the life that I used to have. And I'm genuinely ready to see the life that I'll be walking into next. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. Any goal or dream you have, baby, do it. You got it. Ain't nobody stopping you. Just keep your eye on the prize and keep doing it. It's really finna go up. I pray that this video reach every person that it's supposed to reach. It's 2025, baby. I don't want you to do what I did and wait forever because you're trying to hold on to what once was. Don't waste your time. If it is not serving your purpose, let's not get on board with your plan. Execute. Now, let's go ahead and get into my journey of moving out of my city into a whole nother city. I just can't believe it's happy.
Growing up, it's 2024. 2022 was the year of finding my way. 2023 was the year of preparation. 2023 is the year of going. We're getting there. We're gonna do it.
What's up, y'all? And welcome back live from the trap. I think this little part of the video is going to be the first clip of my Trapping in Trajectory series. Today is Sunday, November 10th, 1:27 p.m. And in this series, or this moment of me trapping, these years of me trapping, I had been on a spiritual journey. I had been on a journey of alignment, a journey of healing. And later on, maybe in like episode 3 of the Trapping in Trajectory series, y'all will get more details regarding that. We are in the month right before it'll be time for me to make this big adjustment in my life. And I'm not gonna cap, it's been scared wouldn't be the word, fear wouldn't be the word, because I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm prepared. It's time. But I feel like something is trying to stop me, okay? I feel like something is deeply, genuinely, honestly, and truly trying to stop me. From the dreams I've been having, from the things I've been experiencing in the real realm. Just so many different things. It's nerve-wracking. And it kind of puts you in the place of, I know this ain't God. I know this ain't, you know, after all I worked on, everything that I've done, and every situation I've been brought to, I know this ain't my God put me through this. You feel me? I'm not going through anything. My life has actually been pretty good, pretty great. We're somewhere totally different from where we was when this year first started off. And I'm very grateful for that. But now it's like, it's one of those things where you so close to the finish line, so something just keep poking. Something. And then it's like people are coming back with good intentions, but it's like, I know if I give it to you, something's going to happen to my plan. You feel me? Like something is going to happen. I didn't work this hard to get here for everything to be left behind. I feel like I'm at that place in my life where a lot of motherfuckers probably say I'm acting funny. A lot of motherfuckers probably said, oh, you act like this, you act like that. Listen, a lot of shit changed because I came in a place where I was changing. I was allowing myself to grow. I grew past so many things that honestly never was cool to me, because I've always been a pros and cons type of person. I've always wore my options when it came to things. So when you cross my non-negotiables, my boundaries, my morals, all that shit out the window. All that shit is out the window. And I feel like I've been put in a place to be tested to see if it's really like that for me. Am I really standing on these principles? If you follow me on social media or any of my other platforms, Dollish on Instagram, you know that I've been celibate for a very long time. So if only y'all knew how many tests I've been through. And I really applaud myself because I stayed down and I stayed consistent in everything that I'm doing. I stayed true to my entire goal, my entire motive. Like, I feel like I did what was necessary, you know? I just wanted to vocally just speak to myself and let myself know, continue to pour into myself, because every day I pour into myself. But I'm at a different level of something is really happening in my life, and it's at a speed of trajectory. Everything that I went through within these last 7 years has been in speed of trajectory. That's why this series is called Trapping in Trajectory. And I want you to understand, Brashan, Keisha, continue to rise above all the bullshit. So many times you felt like you were in the wrong for doing what was best for you. You knew what you were doing, and you would have never done that if it wasn't necessary for you to make that move in your life. I'm so ready for this next chapter in my life, wholeheartedly. Nobody but God. Nobody but God. I don't even know what to say. Whatever you desire in life, go out and do whatever you gotta do to get closer to it. If you gotta sacrifice things, you gotta sacrifice people. Do that shit. Because when it comes down to the come down, ain't nobody got you like God. This is that shot they're gonna take in honor of me not being an alcoholic. I don't drink anymore. So they're gonna take my celebration shot for me. Punky, you need a cup. You know.
Cheers to Bryson finally getting her approval, moving on to bigger and better things, getting out this little ass motherfucking city. Period.
Cheers. Bitch! Bebo! Bitch! Bebo! Period.
Bitch. Bebo.
On their ass. Yeah, I'm not client, bro. She brought us a shot. It's good because I got something good to toast to.
Period.
First, okay. Girl. So this cheers is to you being a very great client to me.
Aww.
And it's been my last time doing your hair because I am finally moving next month.
Oh my goodness!
Don't cry, girl. Don't cry.
Not just breaking up with me. Congratulations.
Thank you. I had to tell you because I can't believe you're really crying. I had to tell you because you are one of my most supportive clients. You have been so supportive through all these years.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm sad, but I'm like, damn.
I know y'all was, a lot of people's gonna be sad, but thank you.
I still believe.
Y'all, this is the day that I am finally leaving the city, and it's just, I'm so fucking proud. But I just want to go down memory lane really quick. When I started doing hair full time, I'll never forget. I was at my last job working at the hair store, and it pissed me off so fucking bad. I quit and I went home. I walked home actually crying. I walked all the way there crying. And I knew from that moment then I wasn't looking back. I was not going back to nobody 9 to 5. It was just some of my heart that trusted the entire process. So I went forward. I kid you not. I really got by in life doing hair full time in this little ass apartment. Literally, like, I survived. I ended up doing this shit full time for so many years. I spent 16 years in the game. Everybody keep asking me, are you taking hair with you when you go up there? Are you taking hair with you? I feel like I'm in a new life now. You know, like, I'm leaving one life and going into another one. So it ain't guaranteed. If I do, I'll do something regarding helping other girls with it. But I really appreciate all the time I spent there. I appreciate all the love and the bonds I built with my clients. I actually knew I was walking out of this because I was tired of doing it. I was hurting doing it. I even remember one time I told my mom I no longer wanted to do hair. I didn't want to do hair forever. And everybody's like, it just makes so much money. And it hurt me that was the only reason people wanted me to do it. It wasn't about the money for me. I did it because I loved the girls. I loved what I was doing. I loved, working around women's crowns. But once I didn't have the tolerance to be that person in a woman's crown no more, I knew I had to let it go and just focus on my own. So to y'all made me a better person, I swear. I love y'all and thank y'all so much.
My God doing a new thing, I can't stress about old. My Lord taking me out of my comfort, I'm just trying to be bold. Lord woke me up when my heart starts to get cold, North Pole. Lord help me not fall when the battle gets strong as the foe. They don't even get the goal. I'm just trying to win souls, devil in my ear telling me I can't, world in my ear telling me to go. This a tell in the show, gotta say it, gotta live it. World said that I couldn't, God said I could, then I went and did it. Used to die when I was out, but now it's different cause I'm in it. Used to live burnt out, but now it's different cause he lit it, yeah. Used to have stains on my heart, but my God, you know that he rid it. And now I'm standing on a firm foundation, on a rock that I'm sitting. Yeah, now I'm just chill with it. My God, he take me high up on that hill with it. Praying for, wait. I said praying for my problems, let him deal with it. Can't stress about no sickness, cause I trust my God, he healing it. I trust that my God in the room and I ain't feeling it. Gave up my life and now it's Christ who's living it. Who's worthy to open the scroll? Yeah, come on, sealing it. My God doing a new thing, I can't stress about old. My Lord taking me out of my comfort, I'm just trying to be bold. Lord.
This is my new neighbors.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome.
Thank
It's a
you.
good apartments, guys.
Come on, sealing it.
And
My
that,
God
ladies
doing a
and
new thing, I
gentlemen,
can't stress about old. My Lord taking me out of my
that's,
comfort, I'm
ladies and
just trying to be
gentlemen,
bold.
that's how to
Lord,
plan
woke me up when my heart starts to get cold, North Pole.
motherfucking.
Lord, help me not
I did
fall
it all
when
by
the
my
battle gets strong as the
motherfucking
foe.
self. I went from trapping in the same beat down, broke down place that nobody want to fix to now I have a fireplace in my house. I have a walk-in closet. I have a balcony on my back porch that shows ducks and turtles every morning, baby, while I'm drinking my herbal tea and having a blunt. A wash and dryer hookup in my house. I have the biggest fucking mirror in my fucking bathroom. My bathroom got a sit-down area inside of the tub. It's a breath of fresh air. I really elevated. I really fucking elevated. Make sure you guys are subscribed, like this video. You have made it to the end. I hope y'all support. And again, I hope this video reach you what is necessary to reach. Be sure to subscribe to Brasha and Keisha, baby. Enjoying my mink life because, baby, y'all finna really see the real motherfucking deal, okay? Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Happy New Year.